Real leaders have a tremendous advantage. Why? Because they know what the average person do not know in the context of wealth creation.
10x Branding and Marketing LLC, powering the next generation of unicorns. At 10x B&M LLC, we specialize in market research, brand innovation, market integration, and client conversion optimization. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing the strategic insights and innovative solutions needed to accelerate growth and unlock your company's full potential. Whether you're a startup looking to attract investors and your ideal clients, or an established business ready for market expansion, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Let 10x Branding and Marketing LLC fuel your journey to exceptional business success. Contact us now for a free consultation on how we can position your business to become a unicorn.
You see, real leaders understand tools. They understand the right tools to deploy that is going to really position them to build wealth. Now, let's take this scenario. You have a big tree to cut down, and you're now asking yourself, what is the best tools? So you see tools in front of you. You see a chisel, you see a hammer, and you see an axe. Which of these three is the best tool for you to deploy to cut that big tree down? The tool that you're going to use is going to help to accelerate your process. So a great leader is going to take the time and is going to study that and is going to say, how can I achieve my objective much faster? The big question you want to ask yourself, are you this type of leader? And sometimes to answer that question, you need data. You need information that's going to tell you the best tool to use. And let me put to you in this case, you have a chisel, you have a hammer, and you have an ox. Perhaps using the chisel, the hammer, and the ox, even the ox, if it says the smartest thing to cut the tree down, may be outdated because it may not give you the speed in executing to cut that tree down. And by extension, it's not going to give you the speed that you need to accelerate your process to build wealth. In the modern age, and this is how data helps, because data will tell you that in a modern age, you have electric saws. You have high-powered saws that can significantly accelerate the process in getting that tree down. Yes, the ox might have been the fastest thing to use because you didn't have these high-powered saws to cut the tree down. So the high-powered saw is able to do what the axe is doing in perhaps a fraction of that time the axe will take to cut that tree down. So great leaders, real leaders, they go to the ground, they get this information, and they up-level this information to position themselves to build wealth. The big question you must be asking yourself today, are you this type of great leader? And are you prepared to learn what it takes to be this type of leader as you set yourself up to build wealth? And, talking about wealth, it used to be a very taboo subject because as a Christian, talking about wealth is not a common conversation that you have around the dinner table. But in today's world, you need to start talking about this because divorced from talking about this, you by default, you may be, down a path to live a life of poverty and challenge, because poverty is not only restricted to those who are not highly educated. I'm seeing people who are highly educated that are living a very challenging life simply because you don't know the right tools. You have tools, but you need to ask yourself, are you using a hammer to build wealth? Are you using a chisel to build wealth? Are you using an axe, which is outdated today, or are you using the high-powered electric saws to get that tree down? Are you using some high-powered machine to get that tree down? And here is where real leaders come in, because they come in with the data to help you to accomplish that. All right. The real leader would say to you, instead of you cutting that tree down, why not pay 5 cents to a truck that has all of the machine outfit and it just come, grab that tree, cut it down in a split second and dispose of it. They can even shred that tree. You can even take that tree and perhaps get wood from the trunk of it. So information is key, and real leaders, all right, they depend on the information in predetermining the best tools to use. So what I'm saying here to you is that there is a pathway to build wealth, and the pathway depends on you having the right information. So let's look at another example. You want to start and scale a 6, 7, and 9-figure brand. What are the tools that is necessary for you to consider. Is it land, labor, capital, and enterprise, the factors of production? Perhaps all of this are tools that you can use, but you need to understand this as a science. You need to understand this as proven theory. You need to understand this as best practices. It is your ability to take the time to really do what real leaders do: collect the information, assess the information, and then make a highly informed and educated decision. These are things that you want to do. I want to spend some time identifying some tools that can be used in your effort to start and scale that six, seven, and nine figure brand. I'm going to identify a number of tools which are very essential. And I'm going to just spend some time giving you a high level overview of some of those tools. One of the tools that you need to begin with when you're attempting to start a six, seven, and nine figure brand is to be able to deploy that tool that we call the ideal client stress test ladder. It's a ladder and it comprises of many tools that really helps you to understand if the method of approach that you're going to be using to build wealth, if it makes sense. You will learn things about what is brand relevance and how to create brand relevance. You will learn things about market viability and how to assess market viability. You will learn things about market accessibility and how to access that market. You will learn things about how to identify market urgency and how to innovate products and services to reach those urgent needs. You will also learn things about, does the ideal client has the ability to pay? You want to know this, all right? Because all of this influences if you're going to achieve the objective that you want to start and scale a six, seven, or nine figure brand. So these are tools that you're using to extract information about the market that is going to help you to make highly informed and highly educated decisions. You don't want to speculate on your wealth building journey, because the sad reality here is that we have seen so many people around the world, they leverage speculation as a means to achieve an end result. And we know what speculation is. Speculation is a dream killer, all right? Speculation is the godfather of debt. It's going to kill your dreams and hopes and aspirations. It's going to undermine your potential to start and scale a six, seven, and nine figure business. So you need to get speculation as the baby and the bathwater out of the whole ecosystem. All right. You need to get it completely out. So when you're setting out to build wealth, you're setting out to start and scale that six, seven, and nine figure brand, you want to know the right tools. You want to know the right tools. So that's one example. When you understand what is the ideal client stress test ladder, you know how to deploy this. There's a couple other things that I want to quickly look at. You want to understand proactive leadership, and that's a tool. All right. Think about this. You have two persons. You have one person who is reactive, and you have another person who is proactive. Which one of these individuals are best suited to help you move your vision forward? The proactive leader is the one that is thinking ahead. That's a tool. That's a mental processing tool. The proactive leader is going to be the one who is not only thinking ahead, but they're seeing beyond problems because they're talking with people, they're collecting information, and they're finding out the solution to achieve the objective. And the proactive leader is the one that's going to help you to take informed action. And informed action is different than taking action. Informed action, you're allowed to take this. Now, you don't have the information of the best steps to take to build wealth, but a leader that understands how to deploy informed action, he knows that he can connect with a mentor, he can connect with a coach, he can connect with sponsors, and he can connect with supportive communities to help him make better, smarter, wiser decisions on his journey to build wealth, on his journey to start and scale a six, seven, and nine figure brand. All right, so these are all tools, and not knowing these tools can render you hopeless and weak and render you as a failure as you set yourself up to attain success. And the reality is we have millions of people in the world. It feels like a failure because you don't have the right information. You're speculating about a process and you're not willing to do what these real leaders do to position themselves to be successful. Now, if you're doubting what I'm saying, I want you to think about the millions of people across the world, the billions of people across the world that engage in their New Year resolution. At the beginning or the end of the year, you look at your New Year resolution. You start to develop and you say, I want to lose weight. I want to get muscles. I want to build wealth. And there's nothing wrong with these things. But the reality is that you're saying these things in a vacuum. You're saying these things and there is no science to what you're saying. Not that there's not a science to achieve these things, but you are not investing the time, talent, and resources to learn, apply, and master this science, and you're not investing your time to build healthy, productive relationship with the people that can help you to crack the code to achieve your biggest dreams and hopes and aspirations. You make this resolution this year, and for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you're making those solutions. You're now beginning to look like a grandmama and granddad. You're now probably become grandmama and granddad, and the dreams and hopes and aspirations that you have for yourself, you never achieve that because you're speculating. There's a smarter way to do things. All right, so the next time you're thinking about cutting that tree down, you don't have to question, should I be using the hammer? Should I be using the chisel? Or should I be using the axe? When you have high-powered machine that can help you accomplish that in a twinkle of an eye, a quick click of a finger. All right, that's what the invested to learn the right tools. That's how it's going to help you to position yourself to start building wealth. The last thing that I'm going to say, the best time to start building wealth is now. All right. It doesn't matter if you're 60. It doesn't matter if are 50. You need to start where you're at. The smartest thing to do is to get a mentor, get a coach, get a sponsor, become part of a supportive community, and start getting on that wealth building journey. Perhaps you might be 60, but who knows if God is going to bless you to live to 120. We have people in the world who are doing that. We have people in the world who didn't graduate from college until they were 60 years old. That might be you on your well-building journey. All right, so I trust you would have enjoyed today's podcast. Be blessed and see you in the next program.
Gary Thompson, the sales communication professional, best-selling author and private equity investor, says, master the client conversion ladder and optimize your business success. He continues, many rising stars in business try to get from A to Z in a split second in the client conversion journey. That approach will set you up for frustration, time, money, and effort being wasted. The alphabet has 26 letters. Each letter has great significance in words formation and in human expression. The client conversion process has many steps, and when these steps are overlooked, it negatively influences your ability to attract and communicate with the ideal client. You must invest in breaking through the know, like, and trust barriers that allow you to win in business. He went on to say, the first step in your client conversion journey begins with relationships. 1. Fill the relationship gaps. 2. Leverage relationships to overcome client rejection. 3. And position your brand to stand out in the market. Gary wants you to be successful and invites you to call us today to help you master the client conversion ladder, optimize your brand recognition, and increase the cash flow of your business.